Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly forecast for October 14th through the 20th. We're going to connect here, see what's coming up for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're in our little spooky Halloween theme. We're going to see what's happening for you in the week ahead with this deck here. And then we're going to see what your spirit messages for the week with this deck here. As always, my dears, if you want to know which cards I'm using, I always have the info in the description of the video. I know some of you are really into the different cards like I am, so I always include it because I'm all about showcasing beautiful card decks. So let's see what's happening in the week ahead for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're coming off of that Aries full moon. I'm recording this the weekend of the full moon, but it's covering the time period for the week after the full moon. So let's see how the energies are affecting my darling Taurus friends. Monday, Tuesday for Taurus. Wednesday, Thursday for Taurus. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Taurus. All right, let's see what's happening, my darlings. Monday, Tuesday, you all have the Tower. Don't be mad at me. Wait, Taurus, come back. People are already leaving the reading. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I'll pull a clarifier to see like what area of life this might be. But keep in mind, guys, the Tower does not have to be negative. You might be the Tower in somebody else's life, Taurus, right? You might, there might be a situation that is ending, but I feel, and I'm being real about this. Taurus, I feel that you are the Tower in someone else's life, okay? Now, you're going to have to do some soul searching. And some of you are going to have to see, is this a good thing? Is this a situation in which I've taken back my power and some karmic lesson is being learned? And, this is what I meant to teach this situation or this person. Are you prevailing? Are you coming out of something abusive or traumatic? Or is it a situation where maybe, you hurt someone and they didn't, it's going to be different for different ones of you. It's a general reading. But I feel whatever the case, Taurus, you are the Tower in somebody's life. And it's going to require for you to really sit and think about the situation and what you're learning from it, what you're taking away from it, what is good about it, what might be something that can be an area of improvement for the future. But I just feel, I feel you're the one bringing down the Tower. Because even as I'm seeing her and I'm looking at the picture, right, and the Tower's leaning over, she's got that look on her face and she's got that wand in her hand. I feel like she did that. She's like, yeah, she brought down that Tower. And maybe she had good reason. Maybe there was evil in that Tower. Maybe there was something bad. But I feel there's something that you are something karmic in someone's life, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you're bad karma, right? Karma is just a lesson that needs to be learned, and karma is an agreement or a contract between two people. And sometimes your karma is to stand up to an abusive person, and that might really throw them off their track. Or your karma might be to stand up for yourself or to speak your truth, and that might not be convenient in someone else's life, and it might be a whole thing for them that they're going to have to deal with. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you are doing something evil or bad, right? But do some soul searching and tap in and check and see. And ask your angels and guides, to help you see in the situation what to be proud of, what to give yourself a pat on the back for, and what, if anything, might require an amends, or what, if anything, might require some improvement in the future. Okay, it's a general reading. I cannot say exactly or precisely for each of you. I did say I'd pull a clarifier. So what does Spirit want Taurus to know about this Tower card? Two of Swords. Oh my God. Those of you who watch my readings, that's so crazy. You hear me say that when I see Two of Swords in a reading, it tells me that if you don't do something about the situation, there's going to be a Tower moment. Some of you heard that message last time, and this is the week that you're acting. You know that this is the week, or this is the time where you're like, I need to set my mark, I need to set my aim, I need to do this. And it might be very upsetting to somebody else. This is telling me you're going to be the Tower, Taurus. You are the tower moment in somebody's life. Wednesday, Thursday, Seven of Cups. So as things are moving along now, maybe you thought this would never happen, maybe you thought this day would never come, but this day is here, and now you have some decisions to make. You have some choices to make. Times are changing, things are shifting. What do you want to do now? And some of you are like, man, I don't know what to do now, because I never thought this would happen. I never thought this day would come, and now that it's here, now that I'm no longer tied down to this obligation or situation, I don't know what I want to fill it up with. And I could choose virtually anything. The sky's the limit. When Seven of Cups comes up, you have a lot of choices, and they're all really good in different ways. But you're going to have to make up your mind. You're going to have to come out of the illusion, okay? Some of you are risking coming out of the situation and repeating the same mistake again. So you want to really take time with your choices and options. Pray over them. Meditate about them. Think about them. Visualize in your life, how do you feel in that situation? Does it resonate with you? Does it feel true for you and who you are in this point of time, and in the ways in which you've grown or changed? And examine things. I always like to ask, I call my guides and angels in, and I always ask them to help me see anything I might be missing about the situation, or anything that's important for me to know. So as you're considering your options, you can ask for truth to be revealed, and you can ask for you to be blessed and given insight and wisdom, and the ability to see anything important that you might be missing. It looks like she's pointing at love, right? So some of you might be jumping out of one relationship and right on into another one. You need to just make sure that you're doing your work if that's the case. Maybe you weren't looking for the other relationship. Maybe it just kind of happened very quickly. But you need to make sure that you're doing your work, so that that old relationship stuff, or maybe jumping from one job to another, or one living arrangement to another, make sure you're not taking baggage with you. Okay? Make sure you're going through and doing your inventory, and you're not bringing in the old baggage and the old gunk with you. That's just a nice little thing that you can do to ensure success with this change and this fresh new start. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is Justice. Oh my God. Yeah, you got something karmic happening, and you're standing up for yourself in the process. There's something happening, Taurus, where I feel the majority of you, and I know there's somebody cross-watching right now who's really upset, and they want to leave all these comments about how, Taurus was the tower moment and Taurus is a horrible person. It always happens with the Taurus videos, but keep in mind, guys, that it's all about vibration, and it's going to be different for different people. People have different circumstances. There are Tauruses out there who have been taken advantage of. There are Tauruses out there, you may have had a negative experience with a Taurus, but not every Taurus is that way. So please understand that I don't want you to be offended, because I'm speaking to the Tauruses who are clearing a negative karma, where they are taking back their power out of a negative situation, okay? I'm not putting you down, CrossWatcher. I'm not saying you deserve what happened to you. I am sympathetic for your situation, and I encourage you to watch the CrossWatcher videos, which are linked in the description. But this is for Taurus, the Taurus that are clearing out negative karma where they've been taken advantage of, or they've had a really bad karmic situation that they haven't been able to break out of for a while. The Justice card is telling me you're taking your power back. And some of you may be receiving some kind of legal judgment in your favor. Some of you may have already received a legal judgment in your favor, and it's being finalized, and that is coming in for you. So if there are things having to do with child custody or property being distributed or things like that, you may be receiving news that is actually in your favor, or you may be encouraged to pursue it further, because it's kind of like a part of you standing up for yourself and, exercising your rights. I do feel that for a lot of you, some karmic contract, however this card is saying, has been fulfilled. It's finally completed. So you are coming out of a negative cycle. You are coming out of a repeated thing, like a revolving door. It keeps happening again and again and again. You're finally breaking out of it. That's the energy I'm feeling here with the Justice card. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, my battery's dying. Okay, I found my charger in the nick of time before I lost the video. We're going to connect here and see what your spirit message is for the week. All right, my darlings. So, I encourage you also to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks they may resonate with you more than others. Also, if you can't afford to get a private reading right now, sometimes when you watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, it's like a way of taking the general readings and making them a little bit more specific to you, because you're watching the different energies and you're picking out what's resonating. Although I'm more than happy to give you a private reading, I'm not discouraging you from scheduling at all. Oh my goodness, self-sabotage, Taurus. Self-sabotage. You are finally breaking out of something. Do not let the negative ego suck you back in. You've done what you were supposed to do. Don't get pulled back into it. Don't sabotage yourself. You have a whole new fresh start here. You may have a whole new job situation, a whole new living arrangement, a whole new relationship. You may be recovering from an addiction. It could be all of the above for some of you. And sometimes when things are going good, we're super tempted to sabotage ourselves, to push it away. Okay? Don't allow the negative ego to convince you to do this. If you're not sure in which ways you might be self-sabotaging yourself, ask your angels and guides to help you. Help you to see, are there ways in which you are kind of limiting yourself or putting yourself in a situation where you're risking pushing away all of the progress that you made, all of the good changes that you've made. Okay, you've got a lot of good things working for you right now. The last thing you want to do is push it away. Okay? I did not cover too much about love and relationship in the weekly forecast. I usually don't. But what you can do is click on the love readings in the description of the video, and it will take you to the October love readings for all the signs, including Taurus, and you can see what's happening with the love energies there. If you would like a private reading, I'm more than happy to do that, honey. If you click on the Calendly link in the description, it will take you to the scheduling page. The 60-minute phone readings and the 30-minute phone readings are half off right now. I'm having a sale for the month of October. I don't think there's any phone reading appointments left for October. There might still be recorded videos and audios available for October, but I think the phone readings are starting to go into November now. As long as you book in the month of October, even if your reading is in November and it's a phone call, you'll get 50% off that phone call for the 30-minute and 60-minute. And I thank you, my dears, again, for those of you who watch the videos, who like, comment, subscribe, those of you who have reached out and scheduled private readings with me, those of you who are enjoying the messages. I thank you for letting me be part of your journey, and I'm wishing you the very best, my dears. I'm excited for the fresh new energy in your life. I hope you're enjoying it as well, and I will see you all in the comments. Take care.